So we're gonna check out this video. It's why Barack and Michelle Obama secretly despise black people. We gotta do something. Let's see. That's that. Let's check it. All right. So we're gonna check this video.
But I say that because the Obamas actually have a lot of resentment towards Black America due to the fact that we didn't just follow suit and just listen to them the way that we were supposed to, like good little boys and girls, and just simply vote for Hillary, right? And I want you to let me play this video for you of Barack Obama and what he had to say to Black Americans back in 2016. It's about 2 minutes long, and I want you to just see kind of how he addressed you all concerning what you better do concerning about voting for Hillary in 2016. I want to play this video for you right now. Let me pull this up, and as I play this video, there are 756 of you all in the live stream right now. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. And let's listen to the kind of arrogance that Barack Obama spoke to Black Americans with in 2016 concerning how you all better get out there and vote no matter who for Hillary. And we all know how that ended up, right? It didn't happen. And from that point on, they've held a lot of...
So like he was saying, hit the like button, share the video. The only thing I'm doing is just giving y'all information. Giving y'all information. You all are grown folks. You do what you're gonna do at the end of the day. But just take in the information. He's getting these things from these people, but you gotta pay attention to what they're saying. You gotta pay attention to what they're saying. So let's check this out.
Resentment towards Black America. But that's enough of me talking. Let me pull this video up.
So if I hear anybody saying their vote does not matter, that it doesn't matter who we elect, read up on your history. It matters. We've got to get people to vote. In fact, if you want to give Michelle and me a good send-off, and that was a beautiful video, but don't just watch us walk off into the sunset now, get people registered to vote. If you care about our legacy, realize everything we stand for is at stake. All the progress we've made is at stake in this election. My name may not be on the ballot, but our progress is on the ballot. Tolerance is on the ballot. Democracy is on the ballot.
How is democracy always on the ballot every election? That's amazing. Democracy is always on the ballot. Democracy is always on the line. You know, I get so tired of hearing that. Democracy is on the ballot. Democracy isn't on the ballot in Chicago, where the majority of Black Chicagoans, or I should say the majority of Chicagoans as a whole, what they wanted on the ballot was the ability to vote away Chicago's sanctuary city status, but Brandon Johnson made sure that didn't happen. Democracy wasn't on the ballot then. Democracy wasn't on the ballot in Chicago when his right-hand man, his thug, Carlos Ramirez Rosa, put his hands on Emma Mintz, allegedly, I assume, preventing her from entering into the city council chambers so that she and others could not vote for that referendum to put that on the ballot. Chicago wasn't on the ballot when that thug, Carlos Ramirez Rosa, Brandon Johnson's right-hand man, went on to threaten 3 other city council members, saying that he would disrupt their projects for their districts if they went into the chambers and voted for the referendum that would give Chicago citizens the ability to vote away Chicago's sanctuary city status. Democracy wasn't on the ballot there, because Democrats pick and choose when they believe in democracy, and they really don't believe in democracy. They really don't. And Chicago is a perfect example of that, because if all the stuff that I just said had happened, but on the reverse side of things, it was Republicans, oh, the wailing and gnashing of teeth would be amazing. The wailing and gnashing of teeth coming from Democrats would be astronomical concerning how much they would be crying and complaining. But because this was Democrats doing this, standing in the way of democracy towards the citizens of Chicago, well, I guess that doesn't count. But that's enough of me, rambling on. Let's get back into, the second coming, Barack Obama. Let's get back into him.
Justice is on the ballot. Good schools are on the ballot. Ending mass incarceration, that's on the ballot right now. And there is one candidate who will advance those things. And there is another candidate whose defining principle, the central theme of his candidacy, is opposition to all that we've done. There's no such thing as a vote that doesn't matter. It all matters. And after we have achieved historic turnout in 2008 and 2012, especially in the African American community, I will consider it a personal insult, an insult to my legacy, if this community lets down its guard and fails to activate itself in this election.
Before he even says anything, this dude, Barack Obama, has the unmitigated gall to sit up here and say, I would consider it an insult to my legacy. You guys don't see the arrogance and what the fuck he's talking about? These are the type of things that makes me want to elbow somebody in the throat. I'm not saying him, but I'm saying somebody that talks like him. Who the... You put your pants on just like I do. You're human just like I am. What the fuck are you talking about? That... Get mad. You better gone.
Oh, really? Oh, really? If the African American community fails to show up and put Hillary Clinton in office, he's going to take it as a personal insult. Forget about everybody else, because apparently Black Americans are the only ones that exist in the country, right? So if Hillary Clinton lost, then it's solely our fault only, which she did lose. I said if she lost, she did lose, right? That's our fault and our fault only. And not only that, like Obama said, he's going to take it as a personal insult.
Man.
If you children, Black folks, don't get out there and do what I tell you to do, vote no matter who, and get Hillary Clinton back in office. I want to run that back again, because he said I'm going to take it
run that
as
back.
a personal insult.
What the fuck?
There's no such thing as a vote that doesn't matter. It all matters. And after we have achieved historic turnout in 2008 and 2012, especially in the African American community, I will consider it a personal insult, an insult to my legacy, if this community lets down its guard and fails to activate itself in this election. You want to give me a good send-off? Go vote! And I'm going to be working as hard as I can these next 7 weeks to make...
So imagine in your everyday life, it doesn't matter what position you're in. I would consider it a personal insult if you don't do, in this case, vote. In your everyday job. To my legacy. But imagine somebody talking to you like that. Fuck out of here with that, man.
Make sure folks do.
He's just taking that long pause to take it off, and then Obama the Great, that's all. So, now fast forward from 2016, right? Donald Trump won the presidency. And then I believe it was around 2019. Yeah, 2019, when Michelle Obama released a documentary alongside of on Netflix. That was a documentary on Netflix, alongside with a book that complemented it. And in that documentary, she publicly came out and said Black folks are to blame and were the cause for Donald Trump getting into office. Not only that, she discussed how insulted she was that Black folks didn't just listen like good little boys and girls, like a good dog, and go vote blue no matter who and put Hillary Clinton in office. And she also discussed how much of an insult it was to her and to her husband, Barack Obama, and how much of a slap in the face that it was to her. That Black folks didn't just go out and do what you're supposed to do, go vote blue no matter who, like big goofies, even though you know you're not going to get anything in return for your vote, but go do it anyways. Go do it anyway. She was thoroughly insulted. And I'm going to get into that right now in closing. Let's get into how insulted the Obamas were at the fact that in 2016, Black folks didn't do what they're told and go out and vote blue no matter who and put Hillary Clinton in office. Let's get into this right now. While Trump is casually referenced from the first minutes and the mood of the country score, excuse me, let me start over. Take two. While Trump is casually referenced from the first minutes and the mood of the country scores the film's entire conversation, it's not until roughly 2/3 through the film that she addresses her negative feelings about his 2016 victory, about Trump's 2016 victory. Twice, not once, but twice, she talks about how painful it was to her that Black folks didn't turn out to vote for Hillary Clinton, calling the decision to not vote more painful to her than those who voted for Trump. You not showing up was more painful to her than those who chose to vote for Trump. It takes some energy to go high. And this is a direct quote from Michelle Obama. It takes some energy to go high. And we were exhausted from it. Oh, they were so tired from always going high instead of going low, always taking that high road. Because when you're the first Black anything, she said, referencing anecdotes from her book, Becoming, which is the name of